This is your news source evening bulletin for today, Thursday, the 21st day of December in the year 2023. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting, and here's what we're tracking tonight. 2 days after the government got its third supplementary budget for the year approved, Vice President Marriott Hotel has stated that next year's national budget will include a menu of measures, programs and projects aimed at driving economic growth in the country, while increasing the disposable income of Guyanese. At a Freedom House press conference today, the Vice President said Guyanese can expect a budget that focuses not only on the expansion of the economy, but also advancements in the social sector and even more infrastructural projects.
One about the continuation of the build-out of the economic and social infrastructure of the country to enhance future growth and to bring greater comfort to our people. That is on health and education and all those other sectors, as well as the economic infrastructure of the country that will trigger future growth.
Mr. Jagdeo said, in keeping with the People's Progressive Party Civics Manifesto, the government will also take necessary steps to enhance the disposable income of citizens.
Now, disposable income can come from several ways. It can be through increased salaries, reduction of taxes, more people being employed, and all of these measures would be catered for in the 2024 budget. So you can expand employment and get more disposable income at the gross level. That is national level, because more people are working.
The budget is currently being drafted, and according to the Vice President, it will be presented by the Senior Minister with responsibility for finance, Dr. Ashley Singh, early in the new year. This year's national budget was presented to the National Assembly in mid-January. It totaled $781.9 billion. But with the supplementary provisions later sought and approved, the total amount has since ballooned to $897.9 billion. More news coming up in just a moment.
'Twas the start of GTT Christmas, and all through the land, not a smartphone was silent, all buzzing in hand. The stockings were hung by the modem with care, in hopes that GTT prizes would soon be here. They say top up a grand or activate a data plan, and just find the letters to GTT Xmas in the land. Plus, pay your bills on time, don't be a Grinch, and you could be a winner of the GTT Mega Million.
Oh my lord, I just love to shop in this store. My customers, them gonna love all these things. So many different things in one place. Household items, electronics, toys, stationery, confectionery, exercise equipment, shoes and clothes for men, women and children, school things, costume, jewelry, perfume, makeup. Oh, look, the makeup!
Giftland Office Max, Guyana's favorite department store.
It's your time to win big. The Massey Store's Christmas jackpot promotion is back and bigger than before. Spend $5,000 at any Massey Stores to be the lucky winner of a brand new MGZS and fantastic weekly store prizes from now until January 31st, 2024. What are you waiting for? Head to your nearest Massey Stores to shop now. See our Facebook and Instagram pages for more details. Massey Stores, our family serving your family.
It's one of your biggest goals, getting your own home, where memories are made, where happiness lives. You may feel that home ownership or renovation is beyond your reach, but we at Republic want you to know that there's always a way. Ask us about our suite of mortgages. Let's help make your housing wishes come true. Or advise on how the equity in your existing home can finance other dreams and goals. Call or go online to learn more.
Bust the flavors. We're full of flavors. Bust the flavors that me crave for. We're full of flavors. Tell your neighbors about the bust the flavors. Grab a bust the flavors. Yeah, thirst buster. Grab a buster. Bust the flavor, taste the savor. Bust the flavors. Bust the flavors.
The APNU-AFC opposition today condemned the move by the Guyana police force to dispatch one of its officers to New York to serve a court summons on US-based Guyanese political activist Rickford Burke for him to appear in court in Guyana on cybercrime charges. During a press conference today, the opposition member of parliament and PNC chairman Sherwin Holder accused the governing PPP Civic of being intolerant to criticism from opposing voices.
So we're not surprised, but we must condemn it. At this point in time, I want to put on record that we're condemning this kind of action from this government. There's increased. This is another indication of the creeping dictatorial behavior of this government. We have to stamp that out.
He said people who are speaking out against discrimination and other forms of social ills in the country should not be persecuted, adding that the concerns should be examined and addressed.
But somehow, because of his criticism of the government of the day, they decided that they have to target him. On every press conference, or almost every press conference, his name is being mentioned by Barra Jagdeo. For what reason, only God knows. But that is the way of the People's Progressive Party. They target you. There is no freedom of expression.
The opposition MP also said the targeting of Rickford Burke is a political move.
And so this is how they operate. They went to Parliament just recently and passed a law to facilitate these kinds of action. We knew that they came with the legislation under the guise that they're bringing it up to the level of other Caribbean countries, etc. But we knew the underlying issue. We understand what they're attempting to do here. They want to reach across into other countries and to silence those people.
He recalled that during the coalition's tenure in office, freedom of speech and expressions were guaranteed. He said those gains have already been reversed. Rickford Burke has since dismissed the summons delivered to him in New York, saying the Guyana police force has no authority to deliver any summons to him in the U.S. With Christmas Day just a few days away, business in the heart of the city is gradually picking up steam, according to the vendors in and around the Stabroek Market area. One of those vendors, Annette Pelou, who sells fruits on the outskirts of the Stabroek Market, was in high spirits, and she told news sources that more and more people are coming to shop.
Well, everybody's looking very happy and everybody's shopping. Everything looking nice.
What are you selling?
Fruits. And fruits, tangerine, orange, mango, sapodillos, bananas, everything.
Are you think this is up?
Yes. Things picking up, people buying.
Another vendor, Sean Hazel, said business was a bit slow when compared to previous years, but noted it is definitely picking up as Guyanese and visitors alike do their last-minute shopping.
This is trying the business, trying to kick up enough for the alley in the business, a little slow, but you gotta fight it, can't stop it. People coming out now, getting a little salary and everything. They say weekend, we're going out for the Christmas.
And Sue Sertima, who sells various Guyanese delicacies from cassava bread to casrip at one of the side entrances to the Stabroek Market, said she remains hopeful.
So selling cassava bread and quinches, but I'm asking if the sales could pick up because, but 2 weeks back the sales were a little, slow. So at least by now it's picking up.
And the young vendor plying her trade inside of the market said business is on the rise.
Christmas season is going nice, the sales is good, and everything up. And we're going to make it for Christmas. I selling sausage, Colgate marshmallow. I have spice and clove, I have toilet paper, I have sweeties. I have soap powder and so on. I'm feeling the vibes. It's going good.
Lisa Beaton, who sells a variety of seasonings, said sales could be much better, but she remains hopeful. And another vendor, Vanessa Jones, said it's kind of tough at this time.
It's not too bad, but still yet. It's kind of a little tough, but not too bad. We're getting sales in and out, but we have a blockage at the gates. So we're not getting customers to come in, because the gate is completely blocked. But other than that, it's not too bad.
Many of the vendors said they're still hoping for the best in the coming days, and they believe the last-minute shopping will be picking up. According to many of the vendors, Guyanese would usually rush out within the last 3 days to get their shopping in for Christmas. and they're hoping that's what will take place this year.
A third oil production vessel, the Prosperity FPSO, has begun producing oil offshore Guyana. This project was delivered under budget and ahead of schedule. The Payara development will take production to over 600,000 barrels of oil per day next year, resulting in more revenues for Guyana.
It's your time to win big! The Massey Store's Christmas jackpot promotion is back and bigger than before. Spend $5,000 at any Massey stores to be the lucky winner of a brand new MGZS and fantastic weekly store prizes from now until January 31st, 2024. What are you waiting for? Head to your nearest Massey stores to shop now. See our Facebook and Instagram pages for more details. Massey Stores, our family serving your family.
Look at the breathtaking beauty of the Essequibo. From its pristine rivers to its abundant resources, it's a treasure that belongs to Guyana, and we ask Venezuela to respect the rule of international law.
Our commitment to this land is not just about ownership. It's about preserving its beauty and resources for our people and future generations.
The controversy between Guyana and Venezuela was settled internationally as full, perfect, and final in 1899. Essequibo belongs to Guyana.
Six months after the government's holding company NISIL began negotiations for the sale of the Marriott Hotel to the American company X LLC, the negotiations are still ongoing, with the American company expressing some concern about the length of time it's taking. Vice President Marriott Hotel today made it clear that the government will not be rushed into finalizing the sale of the Marriott. XLLC had submitted a bid of $90 million for the hotel. But just days ago, the investor Rami El Batrawi told a local newspaper that he was frustrated by the prolonged delay in wrapping up the negotiations. He said the delay in concluding the transaction has the potential to hurt future investments in Guyana. But the vice president believes the negotiation has to take its course.
In the negotiations, we're bound by a confidentiality clause, but we're not rushing anything to satisfy because there's no desperation for money from this deal. The asset remains 100% government. We went out to tender. We want the agreement concluded, but it must be concluded in a manner that would reflect public scrutiny and scrutiny by the audit office.
Mr. Jagdeo said NISIL and his attorneys are engaging the investor at a technical level, and the government will not intervene unless it is absolutely necessary.
We want the matter concluded, but the executive will not intervene unduly into a technical process unless we believe that something is not being addressed to the satisfaction and to the probity of or to the satisfaction of the original bid. Now let me make it clear that this company put in a bid. They have to remain faithful to the bid. And our negotiators have to ensure that this country's interests are protected in those negotiations. That the original concept of the bid is reflective in the signed agreements to conclude the sale.
There were 2 rounds of bidding for the hotel, which was built largely with state funds back in 2014. In the first round of bidding, all of the bids were dismissed because they were deemed to be extremely low by the government. A minimum bid value of $85 million was then set, resulting in just 2 companies submitting their bids. It was the same U.S. company headed by American businessman Rami El-Batrawi that had the highest bid in the first round. The government has defended its decision to sell the hotel, indicating that it was built at a time when there was a need for an international standards hotel in the country. The government said with a number of internationally branded hotels set to begin construction soon, that need no longer exists. The Sheriff Group of Companies has announced the acquisition of a Bell 429 rescue helicopter at the cost of $9.14 million. The company recently purchased its first helicopter, a Bell 505, and the additional one is expected to be delivered in the last quarter of next year. According to the company, the Bell 429 is a state-of-the-art helicopter, which is considered one of the most modern ones on the market. It features advanced technology, exceptional speed, payload capacity, range, and hover performance. The spacious cabin includes club seating configuration, providing comfort and flexibility for various missions. It will also be fully outfitted and equipped to support offshore operations. The managing director of the Sheriff Group, Amir Ahmad, said the company remains dedicated to revolutionizing emergency services in Guyana, adding that the acquisition of the Bell 429 helicopter is a significant step forward, and the company remains committed to securing all necessary approvals and certifications to make the most of the asset. The company also announced that since the acquisition of its first helicopter, it has responded to medical emergencies. Sheriff said financing for the Bell 429 was secured directly from the Bell Textron Company, while the Bell 505 has been financed through the U.S. Exim Bank. Well-known and long-serving Guyanese attorney, senior counsel Rex McKay passed away early this morning at the Woodlands Hospital. He was 95 years old. Rex Herbert McKay is being remembered as a legendary attorney who spent more than 5 decades at the bar, dedicating his life to the justice system and his legal career. He was linked to a number of high-profile cases over the past several years, representing both the government and the opposition at various instances, and also representing many in the business community. He was also the owner of WRHM-TV Channel 7 and was one of the pioneers of television in Guyana. Additionally, he headed the Sunjet Travel Agency and worked for several years out of the Moore and McKay chambers.
Guyana's economy is rapidly transforming, and we're all part of it. Guyoil is at the forefront of this development by providing reliable and efficient energy and supporting community development from the very core. 100% of Guyoil's profit goes back to building schools, roads, and other important infrastructure that connects our cities and towns, providing fuel to domestic, marine, industrial, and aerial transportation. Guyoil has now repositioned itself as a market leader in the petroleum industry, building a better future for all of us.
Food Max Supermarket, located on the ground floor at the Giftland Mall, is your one-stop shop for all your grocery needs. We stock a variety of imported frozen meat and food products, fresh produce, and pet supplies, freshly made bread. Rotisserie chicken and patties are also available daily. Shop in comfort today at Food Max and let our courteous staff assist you in satisfying your shopping needs. Food Max, the fresh food specialist.
It's one of your biggest goals, getting your own home, where memories are made, where happiness lives. You may feel that home ownership or renovation is beyond your reach, but we at Republic want you to know that there's always a way. Ask us about our suite of mortgages. Let's help make your housing wishes come true. or advise on how the equity in your existing home can finance other dreams and goals. Call or go online to learn more.
Look who's in the mix now. The new Buster Soda Water. 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 artificial flavors. 100% refreshing. Taste Buster Soda Water today. Buster Soda Water. Now available for only $120.
With your regional and international news tonight, I'm Svetlana Marshall. In the region, the suspect in Tobago's 11th murder walked into the Sheridan Road police station Wednesday, told police a murder had been committed, and then led officers to the crime scene at Glen Eagles Drive. According to Trinidad Express, there they found the burnt body of Janelle Thomas Stowe. Relatives told the Express that Thomas Stowe was in the process of ending her relationship with a man who had previously threatened her with a gun. She and the man had an argument early Wednesday morning, police were told. Thomas Stowe, a mother of 2 who was employed as a cleaner, was later found dead. She had been burnt and thrown into a drain at Glen Eagles Drive. Her hands and feet were tied with pieces of rope. 2 persons were shot dead and several others were injured while attending a funeral ceremony in Anguilla. The Royal Anguilla Police Force says the double fatal shooting occurred Wednesday afternoon at the Sandy Grung Cemetery. The police force states the victims of this horrific incident include an 18-year-old man and a 74-year-old man whose lives were tragically cut short. The police have launched an investigation into the shooting with the hope of bringing those responsible to justice. The Royal Anguilla Police Force is appealing to anyone who may have witnessed the incident or has any related information to come forward. It is also urging all residents to remain vigilant and look out for one another during these troubling times. And finally tonight, international news. A gunman killed at least 15 people and wounded at least 24 others at the Prague University on Thursday before he was eliminated, according to police and Prague emergency services, marking the country's worst ever mass shooting. According to Reuters, Czech police responded to the shooting at Charles University's Faculty of Arts building in One Palach Square shortly after 3 p.m. Police said the father of the shooter, a student at the faculty, was found dead earlier on Thursday. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Svetlana Marshall reporting and encouraging you to stay safe.